Nurgle. Gentlemen, we're boned. Why would you concede? Gregor's got to level up, I think. Maybe not, actually. Gregor's has Block, Mighty Blow, Pro, Frenzy. Strip ball. That's how we get the ball off people, with Gregory.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Bubbago just resubbed for 22 months. Hello gamers.
It's weird when you bump into a Chaos team that concedes. You realise that all they're doing is waiting for a game where they're up against some softy. A team called Rat Trap.
Nice jump, Alistair.
CPTKER now just resubbed for 2 months.
Elves? Thank you, Captain Curnow, for the sub. That's Nerves of Steel. Oh my goodness. He's giving me the rage. That was a bit Bristol. That was a bit Bristol. Cornish accent's a bit different, isn't it? A bit deeper. It's not Somerset, of course, but it's a nice deep accent. Cornwall. I'm from Curnow, not Bristol. Bristol's a bit up there, isn't it? I don't know. It's kind of pinched. I don't know. Now then. You do live in Bristol, to be fair, alright. I live in Bristol. I love Bristol. I really do. It's a very different vibe from London. The blue brain icon is Nerves of Steel, which means you ignore things like tackle zones when it comes to catching and shit like that. Is this guy just going to emote the whole time? Actually hard to see what's going on. I think he's doing it so I can't see what skills he's got. Two can play at that game, bud. You can mute the emotes. Where? Here we go. We could certainly try to do more King of the Castle, for sure. Are you sure, Dark Warden? There are a lot of people voting against their direct interest and gifting the game to the opposition fairly routinely, I would say.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Soxekai just resubbed for 18 months. May Nurgle show you favor.
We'll see. The thing is with King of the Castle is the key really is that, and I think this is what people don't understand, and I've only just I've been thinking about it, is that the other houses should not just be thinking about themselves, because sometimes the route is easier for the other houses. They should actually be trying to help the monarch a little bit. Because it makes no sense to just be thinking about yourself, because sometimes that means that you end up essentially gifting opportunities to your opponents. Do you know what I mean? Well, it would take us a little coordination. I was thinking what would be nice is if the people in chat automatically took on the color of the house that they're representing. Do you know what I mean? I agree with that, Dog One, completely. Because sometimes it's like, you must raise your military, and it's like... I mean, we had a game earlier where the whole point is you must raise your military, and it was 10. But I don't think it's about... Like, if Red wins round 1 and does really well, in a way, they should persist as a strong house for a little while. And the point is, it's up to the other houses and the king to bring that house down and bring them back to heel. So I think, in a way, the continue game aspect is meant to be, this is the new power behind the throne and all the rest of it. So you kind of have to work around that. This guy's not a chump. See, that's how you mark. Damnable elves. They're just so hard to pin down. Yeah, mana! The reason non-elf players hate elves, or dicks as you put it, is because very few people in the open league build their teams around stopping elves. I tend to build tackle on people so that because oh shit, he can do it. He can score here. I tend to do it because when you get tackle on a few lads, it's basically free skill points. You come up against an elf team, you get tackle on your lads, you punch the elves, and all of them have dodge, and they're all like, oh, look at me. And suddenly you're panicking them because they suddenly have to use their rerolls, which they don't want to do, and all this other shit. Yeah, no, the, so, Salty, when was the last time you tried it? They just score touchdowns. That's what they do. I think the way I think of it when I'm up against elves is, it's like you're playing away at a team that's going to score a lot more goals than you, and if you get a draw, that's nice. I don't think so. You just ran and passed it and caught it and ran. I mean, it wasn't that. It was standard elf stuff. It's as far as I'm concerned. Standard elf stuff. You got lucky with the. That's the first time I've had that kickoff result. I fucking wasn't thinking about it. As soon as I set up, I thought, oh, I bet he gets extra turn and shit. And it was like, I haven't seen that yet in BB3. So you just stop thinking about it. But there's the central problem is. That's why I hate the fucking witch elves so much. Because against, like, elves in general, you want to set up so they can't just run through, right? But then, if you set up wide, your lads are going to get blitzed off the fucking pitch. It's just the way it goes. Look at that. He just has to... on a 1, he fails. Fucking elves. Come and try and play in my world for a while, where we have to roll a 6 to pick up the ball. Ever. Your main team is Nurgle? No, you don't feel my pain. Fuck Nurgle. The team is ridiculously strong. Nice lack of injuries for your lads so far. That's nice. I don't do the fouling thing. I run the most TV sensitive team I can. So we never have subs. We never have extra players like goblins. In general, I don't find them useful on the pitch, although something they might be semi-useful. But I just build brute force and try to put tackle on lads. Is this game worth getting after the bug fixes after the most recent patch? Bob, I had a game-ending crash today and yesterday. So I still don't think they're there yet. I would just wait, bud. I am confused about why you have 4 rerolls. I do think that's too many, in my opinion. I have 2. This is a bonus reroll. I don't actually have 3 rerolls. I think 3's too many. I really do. I don't think, as elves especially, you don't need 3 rerolls. I just don't think you need 3. Oh, they don't roll ones. Elves don't. So it's hard coded into the game that elves never roll ones. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you added up the number of times I've failed to go for it, it'd be a hell of a lot higher than never. It's about 50-50. Elves, it seems, well, we're elves after all. I mean, he's made, I'd say, probably 5 or 6 dodges a turn, every turn, and has yet to use a reroll. It's just elves. It's just elves. It's hard-coded in. One of the programmers at Cyanide is an elf. Were you trying to throw it to him and it got... and he dropped it and it landed to this guy? And it's even harder to stop them. It's even harder to stop them when they can just use every reroll. Normally that would have failed. Why'd they nerf elves? Nerf orcs and buff elves? Why? Orcs didn't need nerfing. Fucking animosity. Orcs have it too easy. What are you talking about? Look, if you think that their linemen having bad passing skills is a mega nerf, fuck off. We have a 1 in 6 chance, that's a 70% chance, of failing anything to do with moving the ball. Fucking idiot. God! Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that dodge. I didn't even see your lad. Let's see if two can play at this elf ball game. I didn't, because of the troll's insane stack of skills, I didn't even see the elf behind him. It's not the first time I've done it. Alright, let's not fall for that again. Look, he's in there. Go on, big man. Profit of Screwfix, there is no stream sniping in this game. That's the thing, I don't know my players well enough. Because of course, there's almost no way to fucking personal customize your guys yet. Like, I know I can hide the skills, but I just need to check. I just wish that your guys were circled in like blue and theirs in red or something like that, or some kind of different color. Red is down, so maybe like blue and yellow, two colors that are different enough that you can at a glance see that's an enemy, that's one of my lads. Rather than just no circle under them, I think it would be good. Just for clarity. Come on, he's out of rerolls. He's got to fail something at some point, somehow. Itza, did you come from Fumble as well? Like, did you play Fumble before this? You play Blood Bowl too, okay. Huzzah! Ugh. Good game. GG. Yeah. I think if you'd taken 2 turns, maybe even just 1 turn, I would have had to gamble more. I think, yeah, just stalling. Normally when I play against elves, they don't score that quickly. Because they can just fucking run around. You know? I mean, as long as you get 2 lads free at the back, one of them can just run all the way along the baseline, hand it off to the other, and he runs all the way to the other side. You just keep doing that. Even if that burns 1 or 2 turns. Like making orcs score in 6 turns. First of all, we have to pick up the ball, which for us is a big problem. Then we have to try and power way up the field, because that's all we can do. Like, we can't give the ball to a lad, throw it to another lad, and be next to the end zone. I mean, I had an orc team in Blood Bowl 2 where we had an orc with 8 base move, and with the +2s, he could move 10, right? So we would give him the ball. He had strength 4. So we gave him the ball, and he just ran the entire length of the pitch, and they'd normally keep 1 lad back to guard. And it was like, how do we stop this guy? And if there was someone marking him, he got a 2 dice block to escape and would score. Scored a ridiculous number of goals. Because no one sets up for orcs that way. Well, I don't know. 3+ is pretty bad. It certainly feels bad. It certainly feels bad. It feels like they don't want you to ever be able to pick up the ball. Do we want to do some more kingdoming? I sense that people want to do kingdoming. Let's do it. Orc thrower? No, it's not worth it. You don't need to. You don't need to. Yeah, we'll put it to the council. We're going to start a new game. We're going to go patricians, counts, grandees. If you wish to join, !join. They can do, or you can also say,
Nice
start
jump,
a new one.
Alistair.
Rhinotastic just resubbed for 46 months, Regal Nod. My fellow grandes.
Well, how do you want to coronate me? Dark Warden, I still don't know what you mean. Are you talking about this or are you talking about Blood Bowl, buddy? Because there are teams in this and there are teams in Blood Bowl. Assuming you mean Blood Bowl, you create a team, and when you play, you get skill points and all the rest of it. We're going in the river. I think if you could change your name colors so that if you're purple, go to purple, if you're orange, go to orange, and if you're green, go to green. If you can do that, just go for it, because that would make things quite fun, I think. If you join, you'll persist, and your bankroll persists, unless you die, in which case you'll be your heirs will be there. Rhinotastic, Grandy Rhinotastic is the noble. All right, path to victory. How do I want the crown? How do I want to be remembered? Authority. Right, you devils. Choose your scheme. Lower stability, raise your trade, or lower the treasury. Job done. Alright, counts. Vitalia is your count. Your fellow counts. Highest farming, lower your own faith, or lower your own defiance. Taran, there should be a plugin in the top left. I don't know what it shows, but see if that shows you. It's like a little crown in the top left. It's like a square with a crown. Highest farming. Highest farming in 4 seasons. It's there so far, but we'll see. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South. This is a stain on our honor. What are you going to do, Grandees? Oh, Grandees. Dearie me. The Honor Guard. I will choose the nuns. Nuns, baby. Oh, this is the teleporting vessel. Alright, so you guys have to decide. So what happened is a ship teleported, or sort of found itself on this part of land, even though they were in the south, now they're in the north. Move my face. Why? What am I blocking? What am I blocking here? The vote hasn't started yet. The vote hasn't started yet! You will see a bell. The face of the right person? Kibosh it there? So consider this. This is... Send the sailor to a monastery to convalesce in peace, which lowers defiance for purple. Pay a scholar to recover his memory, which lowers the treasury and lowers defiance. The count should hire adventurers to investigate the wreck, which will cost you guys money and raise your defiance. We'll leave the sailor to recover, which will raise your defiance and your trade. I'm going to veto the treasury one because I hate going broke. So vote away. By the way, investigating the wreck leads to intriguing things. Think about it. Why there are orange and green voting for purple, I cannot fully explain. It's almost like you guys don't seem to know what you're doing. You are literally voting to help purple. Well done, orange and green. Well done, lads. Do you guys even want to win? Listen, I know that you think defeating me is the plan, but you guys have been trying that so far. I always lose. It's impossible for the king to win long term. You are gonna get usurped. The question is, are you gonna help one of the other guys do it? Or are you gonna try and bide your time? And build up and eventually get there yourselves? So far you guys are like, money! Even if it means that you guys lose. And then we end up with a situation we've had before where one team is uber strong because they got like 10 military and you guys are fucked for the rest of the game. And it's just the same with Ragnarok, Ragnarok, Ragnarok over and over again. I am going to lose. It's whether you guys win. It's that simple. Lord Patrician Exton's wealth just dropped. Set the laws for voting. What should be done with the pirates plaguing coastal trade routes? The pirates can either make a military trade roll, which is 30%, pay the pirates to leave the ships alone for a year, which costs 1,800 quid, or there's nothing to be done. Listen to me. There's nothing to be done. Okay? This is a chance for the rest of you to cost green money and trade, and they already have high trade, and that's ticked their box. You may want to think about voting C. If you don't vote C, you are throwing the game for your team. Just amazingly silly how I mean, look, this person is so confused they're voting against their side's interest. Use that. You do not want the other team to win. Look at these three confused patricians. Look at that! Begin the auction! If you guys let them build the prison, you are giving a dub to Orange. Look at what they need to do, not just what you need to do. Look at what they need to do. You do not want to let them build the aqueduct. You do not want to let them build the prison. Well done, Green. Yes, you are actually working in your towards something together. That's impressive. This is going to be close. Oh, I think it was close.
Nice jump, Alistair.
CR4CKSH07 just resubbed for 22 months. This game is way too complicated for me.
It's not that complicated. It shows you what you need to do. So Orange, you want to lower stability. So anything that involves lowering stability, you should do that. But if it means doing something like raising the Patricians' defiance so they can revolt, then you might be fucked. You cannot just jump at the first chance. Alright, just consider that you're playing the game as well as me, and you're trying to win as a group. Gah! Lord Patrician Trick Quest. Your esteemed highness! Our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen, who calls herself the Bloody Gull. She's single? She's established a stronghold on a tiny speck of land called Spider Heart Isle. According to our spies, she's growing every day in power and wealth. What are we to do? Only half of our trade vessels reach their destinations. Well, we're definitely not going to help you out monetarily,
nice
so
jump,
crack
Alistair.
on.
Kaken Cross just resubbed for 17 months. Mamma mia, that's a lot of months. Grazie Flax.
Grazie. The Navy's going to go for it. Oh, that's dropped their trade. The military is now helpless.
Nice
Trade is now
jump,
only
Alistair.
dynamic.
MR-basso
is now
F1SH just resubbed for 14 months.
Alright, get me a girlfriend. Women, please. Find me a woman begging for scraps. I've lost everything, says Grandy Kirio. My coffers are empty. How did this happen? By the 9th, this was not my fault. I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. We definitely should not take money from the treasury to help the grandees. There's no way. Look, everyone, either go with C or A. Don't give orange money. Green and purple, vote A. They can make a trade roll. They might even succeed. You are splitting your vote. You are splitting your vote. Do not split your vote. Vote for A. Orange is just fucking chucking it in here. Unlucky. can I say? I lack the authority to help you. Here we go. What are the grandees going to do? Oh, no, they're not winning yet. You have to lower it to 4 or less stability. You've failed so far. Let's tax the grandees. Thank you very much. There we go. Take note, green and purple. I did not tax you. Very cool of me. What does that say? Eligible options. Let's get a wife. Let's have a look. What do we got? Nymphadora, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Wilhelm Daedalus dynasty. Had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She bought a controlling interest in a silver mine in the east and made a killing. The other counts think she's mad because she treats the peasants far too nicely. Intriguing. Aurelia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Jaswald's estate. She's gorgeous and apparently she's got a silver tongue. Money, money, money. She's scarily good at making money. Vina, she's bald. The eldest daughter of the road killer lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence. Potion brewing and the occult. I'm going with Nymphadora of the East. Laughingstock. Percival Sullen has written another smash hit. Wonderful, I love his work. So do I, so does everyone. But the problem is, the new play features a character obviously based on you. How am I portrayed? The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over his head as he sits on the throne. Put out a warrant for their arrest. Get executed, bitch. Raised my authority nicely. Thank you. As was my goal.
Nice jump, Alistair.
McFlanagan just resubbed for 43 months.
The memory loss. So, there's memory loss on the wreck. You can either pay for Countess Deathwing to relocate it to safety, send priests to heal the people, destroy the ship, or Countess Deathwing is delusional. Forbid all discussions of the wreck. Now, I think we should vote for her to relocate the boat to safety. That'll cost me money, but I think I'm willing to pay it. Orange want this because it lowers... It raises my stability, which is bad for Orange. Come on, guys. It's not hard. You guys are literally voting to help Orange. Congratulations, Green. Congratulations, Green. Well done. Well done. This is why you guys aren't winning.
Nice jump, Alistair.
There's like one team winning over and over again.
For 20 months. Is this
it's not you
go
guys.
For the Biffo stream? Oh, faith is being raised. You have to raise all regions' faith to a combined total of 12 in 4 seasons. They've already done it. Well done. Well done. Well done. Because the point is it's at the end of that season, isn't it? So it's always saying at the end of 4 seasons it has to be that much. So if you can raise it before we get to the end of 4 seasons, they haven't achieved their goal. We've had that previously where people have had the tick, but then we've raised it to the point where actually they've no longer done it. So there is a way to basically say that when it gets to the point where it's evaluated, they don't get it. We've seen that before, where people have had the tick and then lost the tick. I'm going to go for Call for Unity is my new one. The patricians are going to win if we don't stop them. I do. Yeah, the Grandies are doing well. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. We're both in this together. You comfort Nymphadora long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. We grow closer. Panic in the council. Your Serene Highness, I bring bad news from the coast. We are receiving reports of... I'm sure your news can wait, says Comte Jangle Cat. I bring urgent tidings from the east that demand the king's attention at once. Wait your turn, you ignorant dolt. Now, one at a time. The industries of the coast are in grave danger. The workers are striking. They demand fewer hours and higher pay. Is that all? By the blood of the dead, the eastern courts are corrupt. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin. My news is worse still. The cities of the south are being consumed with riots. Our citizens want to overthrow the king and elect a more competent ruler, says Grandy's Shy Guy stream. The kingdom is unstable. Alright, what do you suggest? What do we want to prioritize? I think you guys should be aiming to lower faith, so... This one lowers faith. I think you guys should vote C, other than orange. Orange are going to vote for anything else, but purple and green should vote for C. Well done. Well done. Oh. The patricians aren't happy, but we've got good authority and good stability. Your Holiness, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me! Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life and that I should do the same. I wish I could... they want to match their outfits with their decor? No, not aesthetic. Ascetic. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher named Ortega. Oh, yeah. She's a voice of the ninth god. Well, my idea would be fire the troublemakers and hire new servants from the coast. Just saying. That will raise the wealth of the other houses. Just saying. Patricians have got more money. Lord Patrician, Revolt of the Zebra. They're going to buy everything up. Your job is to bankrupt me. Green is trying to bankrupt me. Bear that in mind, everybody else. The purple is trying to lower stability. Alright. A vanity project. Oh, no, I'm not having you build anything. Sorry, buddy. No. We are vetoing Treasury. You guys can pay for it if you want, but I ain't paying for it. You guys should definitely vote D. You should definitely vote D. Listen to me, orange and green and purple. If you let them win this by voting on C and D as a split, they will achieve their goal. Greens are clearly going to vote A. You guys should probably vote D, because trade is not that bad. Vote D. I'm telling you now. Vote D, everybody but green. Or you're giving them victory. You are giving them victory. Which idiots are these? Hilarious idiots. That's more money for all of you. A helping hand. Nymphadora says, PFlax, something you wanted. What can I do for you? As you surely know, I'm a very successful lumber company back home in the east. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Eliminate some of the more cumbersome quality standards for eastern lumber, perhaps. You want me to give the east preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the lumber trade anyway. I'll assemble the council. Let's see what the council says. Relax quality standards only on eastern lumber, which is good for purple. Relax quality standards on all lumber, or do nothing. And if I'm going to select call for unity on C, everybody should vote C that's not purple. Everybody should vote C that's not purple. Otherwise, you are giving them victory. It's very simple. Look at the things they need to achieve and stop them doing it. At least you tried. I'll find another way to get what I need. That's fine, Nymphadora, my beloved. The cult spreads. There's a problem with the followers of that southerner, Ortega. Her teachings have spread to the coast. Worse, she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch, curing an old man's blindness. All over the coast, the workers are throwing away their goods and cursing the patricians for their greed. They're clashing with priests, even starting brawls in the streets. Every day we lose more workers to this cult. I think we should have her killed. That's just my guess. Green, this is lowering my treasury, so it might be in your interest. Orange and purple have split the vote beautifully. Well coordinated, guys. Well coordinated. Build what you will. Start the auction. prison and the aqueduct. Farming apparently very important to the patricians. About your heir. Your marriage to Nymphadora has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about profits than happiness, but spark or no spark, you need an heir. I'm very happy. Alright, what are we going to go for here? My wife and I will have a child together. We'll manage. Arms shortage. Your August Majesty, that's Lloyd Jones, the situation on the coast is dire. The patricians, I mean the King's navy is in tatters. So few ships remain that I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? There you go, Green. You've just been gifted a dub. God damn it. Grandee Ultimate Drummer. Your Highness, the troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers marching on our states demand justice. It's the same in the coast. They're making her into a martyr. Well, team? Vote away. I wouldn't mind a... God, this is a stable realm. We're still going to lose somehow. Your choices, Green.
Nice jump, Alistair.
So, purple. Purple wants to lower stability.
Sharking Rat just resubbed for 6 months. Lots of love flux. Hope you are well, my dude. Up fish impers.
Sorry, Grandees, I had to tax you were the least troublesome. Grazie. A tasty innovation. Count Ugly Caveman, I don't mean to exaggerate your grace, but I believe I've pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world. Show me! Behold! He holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Ingenious! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice, ugly caveman for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time an ugly caveman is consumed, I expect small royalty. Most people should be voting for A, other than green. Just saying. Oh well, purple managed to raise it. Oh, that's fair enough. Most people call me footlong due to my large feet. I prefer calling it an ugly caveman. Trade in the Counts is now opulent. You're welcome, Counts. Stargazing. Here we go. You simply can't go on, Your Majesty. These arch-boffins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the Ninth God's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we found a perfect site for an observatory, high in the southern hills, but it's on Grandee RFX Gamer 29's lands, and he refuses to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the Ninth God intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was one of those patricians like Magnos. Well, we've got the authority to just build it. Just saying. A Kurth ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Kurth vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait, says Lord Patrician Nanomius. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the 9th. In fact, it's closer to our city of Hythos than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Your Highness' esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. I'm going to veto salvaging the ship. Whatever you want. It's a dice roll regardless. Who are these purple devils voting with the other guys? Grandees get it. Uh-oh. Now begins the final stage of our plan, excommunication. For which sin will the Archbishop excommunicate the king? What are you going to go for? You can either try to raise authority or raise the treasury. You have to raise authority to 9. Lady Patrician Kula. By the 9th, this is not to be borne. Lady Patrician Kula brandishes a crumpled hat. A hat? Oh, thank you. I think that's mine, says Countess Augriel. Humph. This was left on the edge of my estate by a group of counts on holidays, along with a huge number of empty bottles of wine. They scattered picnic baskets everywhere, trampled my crops, and sat around a bonfire all night. My horses were terrified. Now I know the culprit was Countess Augriel 25 and her dissolute, idle friends. We're just enjoying our prosperity and taking a break. Those clear skies, that shining sun, what a nice change from the east. You should be flattered that we're so eager to visit. Flattered? By all that glitters, when the counts come to our lands, all they do is cause trouble and destruction. No more holidays raises defiance for some and lowers it for others, raises trade for some and lowers it for others, probably between green and purple. I would lower it for the counts and raise it for green. Holidays can continue, but the counts must pay the patricians a generous sum, which would increase the wealth of green and increase probably the trade of green and raise the defiance of the counts and lower it for green. So B might be a good shout for everybody. Carry on as usual. Lady Courage, the counts to holiday in the south, lowers stability. So we know, orange, that green and purple are going to vote for C and D. I recommend that you guys vote for B. That's just what I'm saying. I'm going to veto this one. Orange, vote for B. Your esteemed highness, it is I, Lord Patrician Boosterdraft, Netherlands. Last week a mysterious wanderer visited the Grand Bazaar we built on the coast. She claimed to be from the distant cloaked city of Sarakan, and said she had a number of magical artifacts for sale, but wizard law forbids the unlicensed trade of magical items. I thought the cloaked city was a myth. The wizard of Sarakan in far-off Valamir is the subject of many legends, but that doesn't mean it's a myth. I humbly request the council grant our Grand Bazaar a license, so the coast may benefit from this wanderer's magic. Maybe we should invite them. A direct audience with the king. I'd like that. Let's see where this goes. I am honoured to be granted an audience with your majesty. I bring items of wonder from the cloaked city of Sarakan, available at most reasonable prices. Show me these wondrous creations. Belforth! She claps her hands sharply, and the troll, presumably named Belforth, begins sorting through the sack of goods and showing off what's inside. First of all, a mechanical bird of my own design. It can speak though only in rhyme, and is capable of soaring through the skies like its flesh and blood counterpart. Next up, a spyglass that can peer into the future. Be careful when you use it. You may not like what you see. An orb. Recovered from the tomb of an ancient Atashi ruler. It sends all those who look upon it into a drowsy, peaceful daze. Don't look too deep. You may fall asleep forever. Oh god, this is expensive. I will take the spyglass. That's lowered my authority. Get wrecked, Orange. Your Highness, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Good God. I vote that we offer a substantial bounty on the monster. Orange, you should vote for that, otherwise you will lower stability and that will aid purple. Green, you should vote on it too, because you don't want to lower stability either. This is not complicated, guys. You are helping purple if you split your vote. Pick B. Pick B. You fucking idiots. Green is voted to rebel. Intriguing. Green, how do you want to go about this? Thank you for meeting with me at such short notice.
Nice jump, Alistair.
The sum you offered piqued my
Postmenton just
interest.
resubbed for 19 months.
Booster Draft lost some money. You want me to assassinate the king? There's no trouble. I am a child of the Viper. If you have gold and you want a man dead, he is dead. Get it done. Thank you for the sub. My heir. My son. PFlax II. The patricians are gonna rebel. Alright, bring it on. Keldovan, we killed you. Pretty good. The patricians aren't exactly a military powerhouse. I had to either lower authority or stability, and I don't want to lower authority. They have to get it down to 4. It's equal at the moment. It's up to you guys to keep it that way. Just remember, green has dogshit military. All you guys have to do is not fuck this up, and we're Gucci. Orange, you're going to want to vote for that. Do it. It's not a throw. I had to pick one or the other. Had to pick one or the other. I don't see how this is that big a deal. I don't know what it's... It's blocking something everywhere. They have dogshit military. We have a very good chance to put this down. Bob, listen to me. I've had this multiple times where I've done everything right and they've... Oh, we completed our quest. Therefore you lose. Greens, you need to stop this. It's not a throw, dude. I'm sorry. Believe me, I've played enough of it now to know there's very little I can do once we get to this level of defiance. They're gonna fucking complete their shit. It just happens. All it comes down to is military, and their military is dog shit, so pretty happy. Mustering an army. Right, green, you have to try to bolster your army. Like, Bob, you've got to bear in mind, I point out to people that they are voting against their own self-interest, and they do it. They literally vote to help the other team. There's no point trying to save the lads. It's pointless. All I'm trying to do is make sure that nobody's military or anything that gets too high and the game is thrown for the next playthrough. I veto stuff that involves literally losing the game. For example, going broke is game over. Stability being 0 is game over. Game over. I've had it multiple times. I will veto anything that costs me money because quite often if my treasury goes to 0, the game is over. Literally over. And we've had it before where someone has been... Somebody last time we played completed the rebellion tree, but because green completed their steps, they won. Because they had 10 military or they had 10 faith or whatever. As long as you keep these low, you've got a shot. You've got a shot. Poison. Quick, fetch the physician. Oh my god. Knight, save us. Oh! Someone attempt to poison us. I need some time to process this. Your evil plot has failed. I just think, bear in mind, I don't think it's possible for the Monarch to win. Genuinely. It's just about seeing if I can get an heir and seeing how long I can stay on the throne. And at the moment, we're doing better than I've ever done. Normally, I last less than a year. Or like 2 years. So we are absolutely just about persisting. Alright, counts. Bear this in mind. If you join them, you lose the game. You lose the game. Okay? If you join the patricians, you lose. Just want to make that clear. If you join them, you lose. Tempted to fucking give up on this. You guys are like, get Flax! You will lose! then they get this unassailable position and we have to start again. To give you an example of why, you guys haven't completed your third step. They have. Which means, if it comes to a battle and you join and turn on me, they will win the game! We had this last time! I'm taxing the grandees because they're the least rebellious. Apologies, but it's got to be done. Count Shenton. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon peasants? Yes. I have reason to believe the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Countess Zelda's cats. The peasants believes that Countess
Nice
Zelda's
job,
cats
Alistair.
transforms into a
Nighthawk
colossal...
21 just resubbed for 24 months.
Happy anniversary there. Oh my goodness, every 7 nights. Do we know if something like this has happened before? Only a legend. King Karvek II was said to turn into such a beast and slaughter his servants at night. But in the day he was as mild mannered as a baby duck. Pray do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Countess Zelda's cats greatly for no good reason. Send her a message asking her to control herself. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon when I experience my little episodes. I appreciate you handling this matter privately. Yes, Counts. Raised stability. Perfect. Perfect. Very well. All right. I'm vetoing this one because we can't afford it. We'll lose the game. Appoint some counts as military advisors or ignore the situation entirely. Listen to me. Vote B, please. Thank you, loyalists. Well, we failed the 50-50, but it is what it is. God damn it! We tried. It was a coin flip. Final battle? Alright, Grandees. Stop these bastards. Send the joint forces of the Grandees and Counts to fight the rebels. You gotta vote A. You gotta vote A. Look, if you don't, it lowers authority and you will lose. You want to raise authority. Put down this rebellion. Bob literally voting against your own interests. Ridiculous. Unless Bob has nothing to do with the grandees, of course. Oh.
Nice
Marshall,
jump,
report.
Alistair.
Zarok just resubbed for 41 months. Good evening, King
Classic
Corsit.
pincer movement. Uh-oh. It was a decoy. Prepare for a siege. No problem. No problem. Come on, loyalists! Contaminated river. Troubling news. The Treadwater River has been contaminated. The patricians got upstream
Nice jump,
and
Alistair.
fouled the water.
Wheezy 500 just resubbed for 47 months.
I'll spare you the details, but rest assured that it's not pretty and very deadly. Treadwater provides water for the whole city. If this isn't solved, we'll soon all die of thirst. Look, we can easily make a trade roll on this. We can easily make a trade roll on this. 90%. And green won't win. 90%. And we can put this rebellion down, and the rest of you can win. I love these lads. No, we failed a 90%. Do it. Try and contain and eliminate the disease. 85% chance, otherwise green might win. Purple and blue, purple and orange, please do the right thing. Excellent. There is still hope. Purple have voted to rebel. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't be ridiculous. I trust my wife. Orange, you should vote Fortress. And E. C and E. I had to tax! Bob, I tell you what, Bob, I want you to stream this game. I want you to stream it. I want you to see how easy it is to play. I really want to see you try. Because you have to tax someone! And if you don't, you get bare money and you lose the game. And you have to tax whoever's got the lowest defiance. That's it. You have to. And look, you guys aren't rebelling. I didn't tax them and they're rebelling, so what fucking difference does it make? Well, we lasted a decent amount of time. More than I have previously. The army is shifting and convulsing like a great beast in pain. The grandees have arrived in full force. A mighty hammer taking the patricians of the counts by surprise and smashing them against the walls of the city. Victory! Well, we're gonna definitely kill Lord Patrician Seahog. Dead. Excellent. Rebellion was put down. Now then, who would you say was most responsible? I'm going to tax the counts. Excellent. Excellent. Grandee Ovaldo, by the ninth, my good countess, you must understand my position. We simply cannot lower tariffs. Your profiteering will leave me penniless. Penniless! Oh dear, get away from me, I feel faint. You alright? I have half a mind to... Ah, woo! Oh shit! For the astonished eyes of the council, Countess Zelda's cat's flesh ripples and bulges. Jet black hair spreads across her body, huge gleaming claws sprout from her fingers. With incredible speed, Countess Zelda's cat pounces upon Grandee Ovaldo and clamps her jaws on the screaming Grandee's throat. Blood sprays across the faces of the council. Shock gives way to panic when the monster turns its glowing eyes their way. The council hall fills with shrieks and blubbering. Grandee Ovaldo has died. Sweet ninth above! In an instant, your palace watch are torn apart. You can only stare in horror as blood splashes the walls. With a final howl, the monster leaps on you, sinking its scarlet fangs deep into your neck, before finally tearing your head from your body. Vote for Prince PFlax II, surely! Surely! No, that's all. That always happens. Because we won, so now it's up to my heir. That's the point. Easy dub. And the people doubted the king. King PFlax the Stern. 3 years, 9 months. Very impressive. Very impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh, you know, I kind of fancy a game of Dotes. But I'm going to wait till the 6th. I absolutely did win. That's literally why it said Monarch Victory. I literally won the game, Ben. Suck it. Suck the king's cock. I want you to... Here's the thing. I'm going to give you an order right now. Get down on your knees and let me put my King Monarch Victory. The first. The first. So keep on chatting about how he didn't win. Literally won the game, buddy. Literally won the game. Get fucked. Anyway, that's me done. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you guys can join me then. On this royal occasion where, of course, your king will persist. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.